Modern software isn't limited by code anymore. It's limited by understanding. Every large engineering organization eventually reaches a point where no single engineer understands the whole system. Yet every day, engineers approve pull requests whose consequences extend far beyond the code they read. Every pull request changes ownership, dependencies, operational risk, institutional knowledge, and sometimes, whether an entire organization has a peaceful night. Today's AI can generate code, review code, even write pull requests. But there's one thing it still doesn't understand: the organization behind the code. That's why we built OR, the Organizational Reasoning Engine. Before AI can reason, it first needs a complete understanding of the organization. OR continuously builds a living organizational model, connecting teams, services, ownership, knowledge, dependencies, and signals. But information alone isn't intelligence. How do you turn organizational knowledge into organizational reasoning? Every organization leaves behind evidence: pull requests, runbooks, incidents, design documents. Alone, they're just files. Together, they're organizational memory. At OR, we treat them as evidence that explains how the organization actually works. But evidence alone still isn't understanding. Organizations are living systems. OR connects that evidence into an organizational graph, because relationships carry meaning that documents don't. So why not simply give GPT 5.6 every document? Because more context isn't better reasoning. But ideas don't matter unless they work. So let's put OR to the test. We'll analyze a pull request and let OR show every step of its reasoning. Behind the scenes, OR gathers evidence, expands relationships, identifies organizational signals, and builds structured reasoning context. Only then do we invite GPT 5.6 into the process. Most AI systems begin with a prompt. Ours begins with an organization. GPT 5.6 isn't reading documents. It's reasoning over a structured understanding of how the organization actually works. Every claim is backed by evidence. Every conclusion explains itself. Because engineers deserve to understand why. The hardest engineering question isn't what changed, it's what changes because this changed. Which teams are affected? Which services become fragile? Which risks silently emerge? OR predicts organizational consequences, not just code changes. Every prediction is backed by evidence. Knowing the future isn't enough. You have to act. Every recommendation is evidence-backed, explainable, and reviewable. AI recommends. Humans decide. Most AI workflows begin with execution. Ours ends there. Because execution without reasoning is automation. Execution after reasoning is intelligence. Once approved, Codex transforms organizational reasoning into pull requests, documentation, runbooks, and implementation plans. GPT 5.6 decides what should happen. Codex helps implement how it happens. Together, they transform understanding into action. AI has become remarkably good at writing code. The next challenge isn't writing software. It's understanding the organizations that build it. We believe the future belongs to AI that doesn't just generate answers. It reasons. That's the future we wanted to build.